Okay, we're on.
I'm gonna close the door, babe. Is that okay?
Welcome to Hell.
Hi, hell. No, I didn't start the rice. I'm podcasting. I'm bringing in the bacon, love.
He's
Let me know
burning
if
the
your
midnight
parents live
oil.
here. I get higher. God damn.
I told Eileen she can quit her job. We're podcasting now.
This is it,
All right.
fellas.
What's up?
We're gonna
What's
make
up,
it.
All right.
fellas?
So I got a little thing that was grinding my gears earlier. So I mentioned that I was getting pizza earlier, and I don't know about you guys, but there's this thing I like to do where you take two slices and you put one on top of the other and you eat them at the same time. Now I've
You
heard
eat them
many
like
people.
the whale, exactly like the whale.
No, the whale eats the whole thing as if it's like a bagel. I make sure that I'm much more civilized about it, and I put one slice atop the other. Now, I am used to people being disgusted by this. Usually, they have a look of
No
horror
shit.
about them.
Okay.
Well, one time I was having pizza with Eileen and her mom, and I did that like because
Oh,
just
you
without even thinking of it.
Jesus,
fucking
man.
retard.
This is why she talks shit about you. You keep talking about
Oh,
like
of
how
course.
her mom hates you. This is why she hates you.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no,
It's not
dude.
because you're
Look,
Japanese.
let me say this. Jeremy, I think
Yeah.
you're great.
Thank you.
If I knew you more, I'd say I love you, homie.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered by the pizza. I'm bothered that you're such a fucking contrarian.
What do you mean?
The way you eat pizza is like it's the musical equivalent of what you're into in food form.
Oh,
You can't like it's
What do
the
you mean by
joy
that?
division of eating pizza. No one else likes it. No one else
No,
does it.
the
But you
joy
it's
division
gotta.
of eating
intentionally painful. It's
the joy
intentionally
division of eating
disgusting.
that is partially true, but I'd say the joy division of eating pizza is always being on the precipice of killing yourself while eating the pizza. So it ties back to the whale. I will give
No.
you that, Sammy. Yeah, a little bit, just a wee bit.
Also, can't
But
you
no,
read the room?
I
Like,
did
if
because
your
she like,
mother-in-law's there, like not
That's
to.
insane. That's
well,
I
insane.
don't think he can read, to be honest.
Jeremy,
well, the problem.
Jeremy, I love you, but we're just gonna say this. You fucking suck, Jeremy. You fucking suck.
I know. You know how hard it is to be me. I hate it. I look in the mirror and I'm like, who the fuck? Why weren't you
No,
aborted?
you love it. You love the suffering. I
I
told
know,
you,
bro.
you're a
No.
gimp. You're a gimp by nature. You like the. Today, you worked, you overworked yourself today. You barely have had any food. You've never been this happy and manic before. You love the suffering.
Nah, dude. Nah.
Jeremy,
Quite the
there is
opposite.
something that I do get a big pushover vibe from you at first, and then I thought like Sammy makes sense.
Yeah,
You like it.
this guy is 1 inch from
No.
putting those gimp suits on and like bathing in shit.
No. I look terrible in
You know
leather.
what'd be funny? If that's actually his work uniform and that's like the one detail he's omitted from all stories.
I've been secretly working as a gimp this whole time.
Like
It's like you
crawling
don't even
around
know
ventilators.
No wonder he's working these 11-hour days. Jesus Christ.
he doesn't need a lunch break.
No, never. I eat Snickers bars out of my jacket. That being said, though, her mom was disgusted because like when I did the double
Yeah,
slice thing, she looked at me and was like, "Breathe, son. It's not going anywhere."
yeah.
And
It's a
I wanted to
reasonable
kill.
reaction.
Fuck, dude. I wanted to
She
just
was
kill myself.
disgusted before she saw the pizza.
Yeah, no, dude. I told you for the first year of her and I being together, her mom just like didn't speak English around me. And I just assumed she didn't speak English or something. I was like, oh, she's a little Korean lady. Of course she doesn't speak English. And then like she would always be like, "Tang changa doya," and I'd be like, "Oh, that's adorable, man." And then her and her mom would speak Hangul, and then they'd giggle, and I'm like, "I wonder what that means." This is adorable. And then one day, she was like, "Hey, can you hand me that knife?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then she's like, "Can you hand me the knife?" I was like, "Oh yeah, of course. Oh, you speak English."
Yeah, she saw you eat the
I,
pizza.
I thought you were gonna be like, and then one day I asked Aileen what she said. It's like, oh, my mom called you a faggot.
Oh no, she has. Actually, no, that's actually true. There's been many instances like early on in the relationship. She's like, "Mom thinks you're like my gay friend, and I don't know what to tell her." I'm like, well, "What the fuck?
No.
Back me up here." yeah. Swear to
Oh
God.
my
Swear to God.
gosh.
She thought I was like a gay at-risk like youth that she was helping out, and I was like, "No, I don't think
I
You
that's
know,
always
true."
think I always think you're going to run out of sad things to say. You always surprise me.
Well, I mean, You roll with the punches. I'm gonna crack open a can of Coke.
No, you don't roll with the punches.
You got to roll with them and give out a few of your own. That's my motto.
Jeremy, you're not rolling punches. You're fucking.
I'm getting the shit beat out of me.
You're in the mosh pit, bro.
He's jumping
not
in
even a good
punches.
Yeah, they're just gangbanging me. It's horrible. It's like that joke I had
Nah.
about being in jail.
Oh, what joke? We have plenty of those.
Oh, the one where I'm all like, if a bunch of guys try to rape me in jail, I'll just pretend I'm into it, and they'll be like, I can't fucking rape this guy. He's into it. My dick just got soft.
I don't think that's how it
I
works.
I can't
we
rape in
talked
these
about
conditions.
We
This is
talked
horrible.
about this. They don't care.
Yeah,
They don't care.
it's like I told you, and this is the third time I said it. But
It
like
makes
the
no
second you
difference.
get assigned to a prison block, they're renaming it to nigga sucky. That's what you're gonna be doing the whole fucking time.
Some dude's like walking up. He's like, "Nigga sucky." What's that mean?
Like,
Oh
where you
shit.
going? Oh, A block? Nah, I gotta visit nigga sucky real quick.
And you know what? It's even worse because like I've been told that I have a very feminine frame for a man, which is very unfortunate. Like even Eileen's like, "You got girly hips." I'm like, "I don't have fucking girly hips." So like the day I go in there, it's fucking Jover, dude. It's going to be a mess. Make fucking the fire bombings of Tokyo look like a goddamn joke.
It's gonna be funny when the labor laws like crack down on wherever it is you work, and then they just frame it on you also, and you do go to prison.
I'm like, oh shit, it was bound to happen. Oh wait, I don't know why that reminds me. So one of my friends is getting married. Shouts out Benjamin. He's super Jewish. Sammy, don't log off. He's incredibly Jew. I love the guy. But he straight up like when he told me he's getting married, I was like, oh dude, congratulations. And he was like, oh yeah, no thanks. Oh by the way, you can't come. And I was like,
What?
okay. Yeah,
What?
I was like, is there
Why
a reason?
not?
Because I'm not Jewish. I swear to God, that's the only reason. And he's like,
That's
you know, I'd invite.
pretty fucked.
It's kind of
No,
gross, man.
it's a little sickening. It makes my stomach churn a little bit. Not
I mean, you
not
should
because the
have
wedding,
like
just because he's Jewish.
just hold a wedding for the non-Jews after. Like, why not?
No, I don't think. I think he's trying to hide that probably his girlfriend or his wife to be doesn't want you at the wedding. Look,
He
is he one of the Jewish guys that actually like eats pork or doesn't eat pork?
All right, so I love him, Benjamin. I will out him. He is a very, very Jewish in name only kind of guy. I've seen that motherfucker eat baconators before, 2 at a time, as a matter of fact. But he also adheres strictly to like the Larry David style of being a Jew. Like, there's one of my favorite coffee shops back home. We went one time, and he was like,
He just
haggling
doesn't
with
want you at the wedding.
I think that's a possibility, but he also didn't invite
He can
his
break it
sister.
to you.
Well, he didn't invite
Nah.
his sister either, and it's because she's
Weird.
like no longer practicing. So that's I don't
That's
feel too
weird,
left out.
man.
What do you
It's like
mean
Orthodox.
she's no longer practicing if he's still
Oh
eating pork? If he's
no,
not eating
well,
kosher?
he may not be eating kosher, but he wears the yarmulke, and apparently that's like good enough.
That's it.
And like,
That-
That's
no, dude.
enough.
Yeah.
one
Bullshit.
time in college, we were like leaving class, and I was like, "I'm starving. You want to get Taco Bell?" And he's like, "Oh, and I swear to God, because he had the voice, he's like, "How about we go to the homeless shelter?" And I was like, "Fucking why?" And he looks at me dead in the eye. He's like,
No,
"Yeah," he's like, "Cause it's free." And I started
no
fucking
fucking way.
Yeah, I swear to
Oh,
God, I swear to God.
I
He's like,
knew where
"It's
this is
free.
going. That's fucking
It's
horrible.
free." And I started laughing because I thought he was kidding, and he's immediately went into a frown. He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "You evil fuck, dude! It's a fucking homeless shelter. You son of
Dude,
a
have
no,
some
we can't fucking."
self-awareness.
I know. I'm like, you cheap
He,
sack of shit.
dude, if he was in the IDF, he'd be the inspector, like watching all the aid go into Gaza. He's like,
Yeah, no,
I'm just it's gonna skim some off the top.
One for
Do
me,
they really
two for me.
need antibacterial medicine? Do they really
Right.
need the band-aids?
You know
He's
how
like
much
the
this
guy.
goes for?
He's the guy counting the bullets for the IDF guys. He's
Like
like,
the
"Oh yeah,
Jeepers
Oh
Creepers.
no.
you could wipe out 5 kids with half a mag. I don't think you need the full 30, guys. I'm just saying, maybe split it up between yourselves. We got to be more
Jeremy.
conservative with our estimates." Yeah, what's up? What's up, Alex?
Where is he having his wedding? Skid Row, so he can just get the caterers out there, just get the free food.
No, dude,
Right.
that would not surprise me. That would not. And you know what the fucked up part is? His family owns like a community center back home. Like they have money. So when he told me let's get food at the homeless shelter, I was like, dude, let's go to Taco Bell. I'll fucking pay for you. You're making me feel really. And then I ended up going anyway
Jesus.
because I wanted to see if the food was good, and it was really good. So I feel kind of bad. I never
Really?
took.
Oh,
What are we talking? Like, what did you guys
Yeah.
eat there?
Well, they had chili and like corn chips, and it was delicious. And
Okay.
the whole time he's done this before because we're on the bus, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, make sure you like if you hide your laptop in your bag because they see that they're gonna know something's up. You got to look homeless." And I'm like, "Oh,
He's
you've done
failed
this, haven't
before.
you?"
He's
Yeah,
You
failed
already
and then
look
because
he
he
like a
knows how
cabbage.
to fucking navigate this.
would he do anything for money?
he was
God,
the
that's
entire
awful.
time. Well, the whole time I've known him, I think to this day he's never had a job. He's always just been kind of coasting by, and I salute that
He
in a
just
way.
sees $1 in a bear trap. Just no
Well,
hesitation.
I used to have a joke about like a little girl like seeing a penny on the ground, and some like Hasidic Jewish guy like just pushes her out of the way, and he's like, "I saw it first move."
That's not a joke.
Another, no,
That's
it's
just
not.
a
It's real
very
life.
not a
anti-Semitic
joke.
remark.
You know
That
what the
happens
best thing?
somewhere.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
know what you
see that.
should do,
Well,
Jeremy?
what should I do?
Super glue a penny outside a synagogue onto the ground and just film
Oh,
it.
sweet guy. Well, a
Oh,
joke I used to, a joke I used to have was how they caught Anne Frank's fan. This is the first episode. Jesus Christ, how they caught the Franks was like they're behind the attic and they think they're safe, and the Gestapo guys like, well, it doesn't sound like there's any Jews here. I guess I'll leave this small pile of coins unattended on this table. I guess I'll just be, I shall be going. Then he does that thing where you like fake walk by like stepping in place. He's like, I guess I'll just leave this $2 worth of change, exact change on this table.
What is this fucking
Don't
Family Guy
mind me.
sketch?
you know, this actually makes me. You give me a great idea that I want to take to Shark Tank.
What would
Imagine
that
this:
be?
100% kosher hot dogs. Hebrew National is hogging that market, but
Yeah,
imagine
step.
Anne Frank's, no
Oh
pork.
no! Now you can truly eat like you're oppressed. Oh, that's fucking evil.
I think that'd be
I'd buy it.
awesome.
The Anne Frank experience. You have to
Anne
eat the hot
Frank's.
dog. You eat the Anne Frank's Franks. And for the true experience, you eat them cold upstairs behind a bookshelf if you really want to feel about that life. I guess while we're on the topic of just being anti-Semitic, I used to have this joke that a Jewish man's all like, "Oh, here's my children, Nicholas. We call him Nichols for short. My daughter Penny, and my other
Penny.
son Coop, and my other son Coupon." And he's like, "Oh, what's Coupon short for?" He's like, "No, that's just his name."
That's pretty
Jeremy,
good.
all your Jewish jokes are just the most racist thing you can think of.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
like,
I
oh
had
know,
to.
my,
like
I've got a joke. Hey Jeremy, I've got a joke. There's a guy named Abdul, and he like fucks his goat, and he like really loves her. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Look, I love Jewish people. I think my
Yeah.
friend
No, I
Benjamin,
know.
he kicks ass. I love that guy. Dude, one time at the beach, his like shorts fell down and he was like, "Don't look at my ass," while like just kind of waiting a little too long to pull his shorts back up. He's like, "Nobody look at my ass." And I'm like, "Pull him up. There's kids here." Sick fuck. Nobody
I
look.
I love your Jewish voice. Well, no,
Oh,
that
what
actually does remind me because your jokes are pretty out there. But I have a friend of mine, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my uncle. He always makes black jokes, but like sometimes it's like they're not even funny." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's
it's just
like,
racist.
he'll ask like, why do I hate boobs?" And he's like, "Why, Theo? Because they fucking stink." I was like, "Okay, that's not
Where's the
even
punchline?
no punchline whatsoever."
He's like, "I'll tell you the punchline. My fucking nose," and it crinkles up. Stinky fucks. No, his sister, wonderful woman, she really nice lady. She back in like 2020 jumped on the OnlyFans bandwagon, and for some reason she like texted our group chat, and she's all like, "Hey guys, I'm doing a OF if anybody wants to participate," and we're just like, "Oh, good for you." And I will say this with full disclosure and nothing but love and respect for my girl. The lady got some big milky, all right, some big kosher milky.
Mhm.
And she's like telling everybody, and we're like, "Oh, that's sad that she's doing that, I guess." I don't know. Anyway, one of my friends paid for it and then like just saved the pictures and sends it to everybody else. He's like, "Dude, guys, check it out."
What a
So
great guy.
But
yeah,
that's
he
weird
kicks
to like
ass.
tell your friends about. Like,
That's what I'm
that,
saying. Cause like, yeah, it was really, really
that's the
strange.
worst
And
way to do it. Just go for strangers.
right, like you think your
Uh,
friends are gonna pay for it, especially if one of them pays for it and sends it to
why do
everybody
you
else.
want them to pay for it? Just find strangers.
Also, who the
What?
fuck are
Yeah,
your friends?
Yeah,
some
One of
wonderful,
them's
beautiful
a
people.
legal prostitute. The other one scams the homeless for free food.
Yeah, he
right.
kicks ass. Cool Benji.
Also, were you going to tell a story yesterday, Kimbo Slice or something?
Okay, yeah, I have a hypothetical for you guys.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sammy. It's a hypothetical.
No,
So
go ahead.
$5,000 upfront in cash, no tax. $5,000 every night. Kimbo Slice comes to your house and beats you until you're unconscious.
No,
What do you mean? No,
What?
it's $5,000.
that's
It's
so
$5,000.
What
That's
kind
so
of
You're
fucking
simple.
desperate.
hypothetical is that? That's
It's a pretty well. Hold on now. There's some caveats here.
What
One,
you guys? Okay, go ahead.
you don't
Lauren.
have any. There's no lasting health effects. He beats you and you wake up the next day regenerated. You're just fine.
okay.
The only kicker, it's
Okay.
just every day
No.
it happens. What do you
No.
mean no? Come on, it's
Ah,
$5,000.
Well, one,
Maybe.
he's fucking dead, so.
Oh, he's a revenant. Okay, so that's another thing. Is like no matter
Aw.
what you think you're safe. He just shows up in your house and he has like the arm cocked and ready to go. He even shrugs. He's like, "Hey man, I don't want to be here either. I'd rather go back to hell." And he does it every day. So the yes or no, guys? Come on.
I mean, I
No.
guess
No.
if there aren't
Oh,
any
come on.
permanent, but I do it for like a month.
You're just a sadist. You enjoy punishment.
Hey,
You know what?
I never
Sammy's
said I'd
right.
take the money.
Sammy,
on.
I think a month is enough to kind of
And
get
then you
me
invest it,
financially,
live on the
like,
interest rate.
really.
All right. I will kick up the amount, $10,000,
Yeah, of course.
and he
Yeah.
takes you out.
okay.
He take
Yeah.
one punch. You're out. You're out like a light.
Yeah, of course.
But it's every night for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
if
if there's
it's
no
one
long-term
punch,
effects.
For
maybe.
the rest of my life.
But
don't
I
know.
thought you
It's
were
pretty
meaning like
stressful.
just ground and pound. Like he's literally
Oh,
just
that was what.
beating the fuck out of you.
I mean, as funny as that would be, I feel like that's a little too much. You know, Kimbo's a busy guy. He's got to go back to business in hell or whatever. You know, he doesn't have all night. You know, what if you're one of those people that you take a while to beat up? He just wants to do a one little quick haymaker. You're out. But for $10,000,
Let's talk about your penis.
let's go. Let's talk
Speaking of
about my penis.
slice,
Yeah, speaking of cuts,
Jeremy,
what?
do
What?
it. Get a
No, it's
fucking
expensive.
circumcision.
I looked
How
into
much
it. It
is it?
cost
How
money.
much is it? How
It's like
much?
$300 with the copay with my insurance.
you have your
Okay, you're
Jewish
just being
friend. You can
ridiculous.
figure
There
You're
is
something
being
no.
out.
ridiculous.
If I asked
Are
Benjamin
you
to
sure
do it,
you're not Jewish?
I sometimes wonder that I might be.
$300.
That's a lot of money, Alex. That's like
That's
half a
not
Look,
It's
cheap.
paycheck.
really
look,
not.
look, 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 look. You
Should
have
we
your
set up a
Jewish
fundraiser?
friend, and I'm sure you could arrange something like, say, like it's a bris, and like
Ask him for an interest-free
Send me
halfway,
loan.
converting. You're going
halfway through,
birthright and everything.
back out.
I never told you guys. One time he showed up with the new yarmulke and it was the Lakers logo, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I was like crying, laughing. I had to like walk out of the room. I had to walk out of the room. I was like, "Oh, that's so cool, Benjamin. I'll see you later. I have to go to class." He thought it was the coolest shit. He's like, "Check it out, guys," and everyone's like, "Oh, sweet mother of God." Yeah, no.
Is
I
that
love that
allowed
guy.
in their religion? Like,
Probably fucking not. I wouldn't be surprised.
What? It's branded.
like a branded yarmulke, like a logo, or
Well, if it makes
It feels
money.
wrong.
if it
I
does
guess.
feel wrong.
If it makes money, it's okay.
They're like, well, we don't really agree with it. I'm more of a Clippers fan myself, but hey, whatever. It's funny that beach trip where his shorts fell down. Two other things happened that day. One, I'll get to the juicier one after. The first one was like we put a bunch of boogie boards together and like kind of just paddled out to shore to see how far we can get, and we ended up like almost like half a mile away, and we're like, how do we get back?
Oh
Oh
God.
my God.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
I've done that.
terrifying.
Man,
I almost
I-
started crying.
I was on a
was-
lilo and I lost track of the shore, and
Oh
I
no.
was like really far out. Somehow I
Jesus.
got back. But
oh, I got a good story about drowning. We were
Hell
taking
yeah.
we were getting
happened?
smuggled from Pakistan to Iran because we can't go through the illegal route, right? Because
Yeah.
my dad is like a political activist. If they got our hands on us, they would execute us. But so we had to take the illegal route from Pakistan by paying like a fisherman, right? So we go out on a tiny boat in the middle
Oh
of the
Jesus.
Persian Gulf. In the middle of the Persian Gulf, you can't see any land anywhere. The waves are fucking massive, and we're like riding on them, like jumping up into the air every 2 seconds.
oh
Oh
My
my
little
God.
cousin, my little cousin next to me,
Jesus.
he's like 11, and he goes, "What happens if I fall into the water?" My uncle just goes, "Oh, you fucking die." And he breaks down. He grabs my
Randy
uncle and
Kidd.
cries into his lap next to me.
Oh yeah, what else
Oh,
is he gonna
bitch.
tell him? Oh, we'll stop and get you. We'll turn around. Don't worry. We
No,
have a
it's
big
over.
we have a fishing net.
Look,
Hey,
those
it's like I
Facebook
told you,
fucking
Sammy,
bad.
just Pakistan things.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. They're not around. Plus,
It's
we
just
saw
something you
like a
got to put
bunch
up
of
with.
shit.
pirates. We encountered like genuine pirates.
I feel like they didn't have eye patches. Something tells
I
me.
was about to
No,
say,
no,
like, how many
they
eyes
had
were there?
AK-47s.
Oh shit.
That's
Yeah,
my
it
That was
was pretty
Holly.
favorite.
bad. We
This
had
is the black
jihad,
guy in a wife beater.
just a
Not
big
most
fucking
of
boat.
Africa.
These
I used to
guys, these pirates, like kill people. So we had to
they're
like
not like
all
the funny
hunker down.
pirates.
No, no, not the cute
They're not like,
pirates.
yeah.
Yeah.
How
They
about a
didn't have a
pirate with
parrot on their shoulder.
No,
yeah,
just
you're
a
You're like,
upside
no,
down,
it
Quran,
was
sounds
it
like
was a
that.
child bride.
just a Quran and AK-47 and a desire to rape women. Bitch.
Okay, how about this? Pirates make a comeback, right? Like the old school ones, and they raid a boat, right? And then they're raiding the boat, and the guy's like, "Protect the women and children." And then the pirate, he's all like, "It's not the ladies and the lassies we're after." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It's you." He's like, "Oh my god, what are you gonna do to us?" And he's like, "I'll give you a hint. It starts with a R." It's rape. He's gonna rape him. It's a game, and then his
That's a
eye
good
patch,
one.
his eye patch says "cum slut" on it.
It's like
Oh,
walk the plank,
God.
and then the guy gets on the plank. He's like, no, with your tongue, and he
Shiver me
pulls out his
timbers. You work the balls when you shiver me timbers, laddie.
dick. I'm
Climb my
about to
mast.
mop the poop deck.
I'm about to swab me deck, laddie. That's fucked up. Anyway, but
No,
back to the the cum slut eye patch is what really gets me for some reason. That same day, so after we almost died in the ocean, um, and Benjamin just showed everyone his hairy, shitty, disgusting, pale ass for no reason. I swear to God, it was
Why?
probably on purpose. Because he got up too fast, and apparently his shorts fell. And mind you, he's built like Harvey
He's a
Firestein. Like
kinky bastard. He's a
he
kinky
is.
fuck.
Yeah, I think he was into it.
Yeah.
But the way he was like, "Don't look at my ass," I'm like, nobody was, dude. We all
He
turned around when
wanted
you
it.
said that.
He wanted you to
Nope.
look.
Well, that
Yeah,
same
that's
day,
He's like bashful.
his sister was supposed to come to the beach with us, and every I was single at the time, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, dude, Marcella's coming, dude. You know what that fucking? Oh my fucking Christ! Oh my god, I'm fucking horned up just thinking about it." So we're all like horned up. I was so mad that I had to see that man's ass, and like I was just pissed off that I walked to my friend's car and I just jerked off thinking about her instead. I was that pissed off. I was just furiously. I was like, "Oh yeah, we had to see Benji's ass, but not Marcella's big Jewy tits. All right, that's fucking great."
Just a
It was
fearless
the
jerk.
it was the angriest. It was the angriest glob I ever cranked out. I was so fucking mad. I made sure to nut in a bag. By the way, I didn't just like
I was,
shoot
I
it
was
in my
gonna.
Oh,
friend's car.
you didn't just nut into your extremely tight foreskin?
Well,
You sure
this is
that wasn't
look.
it?
This is back before I unlocked my rope shooting ability. Okay, before Eileen
What
showed
does
me
that
how to
mean?
peel it back. Well, like okay, so I told you guys this
Oh,
before, but I didn't know how to jack off till I was like 25.
what does that
I
mean,
I
though?
What the
I
swear to
fuck
don't
do
God.
you
get it.
Well,
need?
okay, so like
Oh,
I call it an organic condom because if I don't peel it back, it covers the shit completely.
it's not
Like
supposed to be an organic condom.
it's not. I know I'm a freak. I'm a freak of nature. I know what I am. All right, I'm a fucking mutant. But what my friends in college are always like, dude, fucking just I blasted a rope on a girl's face. I'm like, oh my god, I thought that was only in porn. Um, and like when I was younger, when I'd beat off and it would just kind of like dribble. You know, like when you have toothpaste and the tube is like almost empty
No, I know.
and
Yeah.
you like squeeze it and it kind of just like pathetically plops out a little bit. That's what would happen. So, you know, when I met her, the saint that she is, she was like, "You've had this on you for years and you've never known that you can pull it back." I'm like, I know I can. It just kind of hurts. But, you know, after years of training and therapy, I have now amassed the ability to shoot rope.
Do
Not
you think you
impressive
could
rope.
stretch it out? Like if you
You,
take
I
two
you,
j-
pinkies inside and like stretch it.
I do. There's some training exercises. I swear
Really?
to God, this isn't a bit. She put me on like a program of stretching the foreskin and like she tried to
Jesus.
get me to
Okay,
She's
actually,
amazing. She's the best
that's
girlfriend on the
awesome.
she
planet.
kicks ass. She does
But
kick
you know
ass.
what? I'm literally
She's
more
great.
amazed by.
Uh
You know how they call your dick the one-eyed monster?
yeah, mine's no eyes at all.
Even your dick is Japanese. Like even that has a squint to it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. The fucking slit's tiny as hell. No, I used to get mad when I was like a young teenager watching porn, and like dudes were just like blowing like fucking like huge Spider-Man webs on like Lisa Ann's face, and I was like, fuck, I wish I could do that. My
And
dick
you're just
sucks.
like trying to come past the extremely tight foreskin.
Yeah, no, dude. Like back in the, I swear to God, I used to have to use gravity when I was back when I was single and like hooking up with women.
Pointed
I
it
had to
out.
use like I had to
You
use
pointed it out.
gravity to yeah, like if I ever want like if you know if everyone like finished on a woman, I had to like kind of stand over her, and make and like aim it downward, and it was like the most pathetic shit ever. She
And so
every
basically, like
woman.
she has to be on her knees by the bed. You stand on the bed and like point your dick up
No, I'd be
and
like
like
hunched
jerk off
over.
on the top of her head.
That
I'd be
is,
like, I'd be hunched over like Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings. I was like, it was bad.
dude.
It was really bad.
Oh, that's
I'm
incredible,
pretty
dude.
sure there's at least one woman you've had sex with that now calls that a rape story. there's
I hope.
there's
my
no
God,
way that
I
it's not
fucking
traumatic.
hope not.
She just has these nightmares about this Asian guy just looking over and jerking
Yeah,
off
this
like a big
this
shadow.
this lanky Jap fucking like shot a little like ounce of nut on me. It sucked ass.
It's like trying to
Running
get the
on
last
nights.
of the honey out of the honey bottle.
Come on, damn it! I know there's some more in there. Don't laugh. No, I told you guys I used to use my condition for because women would go into like hooking up with me knowing that I have a little fucked up Vienna
I
sausage.
didn't
Like
get
they
that
were well
part.
aware.
I never got
Well,
that part. Like, so women
okay,
sleep with
so
you for pity? Don't you want to seem like an alpha so that they'll sleep with you?
no, I'm no, dude. I'm not like a
Really?
fucking palm tree. I can't even look like an alpha if I
No,
want
but you still
to.
pretend to be like an alpha. I didn't realize you could get laid by like pity.
It worked like 4 times. It did.
That's amazing.
Well,
That's
I mean,
pretty
that's
awesome.
really good.
well,
Great.
because like I'm very. What I was very upfront about it. I'd be like, look, before because you know once you secure the deal and they'd be like, let's do the horizontal tango. I'd be like, I'm gonna be upfront about this right now, and you can block me if you want. My dick kind of sucks. Like it's small. It's like the little 20. It's like
Oh,
the
those
noisy
exact
Men in
words.
Black. Every time. Yeah, because I'm like, what have I got to
Me,
lose? What do you
my
tell their
dick kind of
friends? Everyone?
sucks.
Yeah, I'd say that. Like my dick kind of sucks ass, dude. Um, no, I'm serious. I'd be like,
Jerry is
look, this
fucking
is bad.
amazing. I don't even get this person.
Honesty. You got to be honest. You know, the one thing if you're gonna be intimate with
That's
somebody,
true.
man, woman, whatever, you got to be honest with
No,
them, and
that's
I would
true.
always be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same here. I'd be like,
Absolutely.
look, no matter what you say, this is happening.
Dude, one lady saw it and she like started like laughing, and I almost like left. I almost like pulled my pants back
Ah,
on and like
dude.
walked
Yeah,
out.
it's almost
And she was like,
penis.
no.
Oh.
She was like, no, it's kind of cute. It looks like ET. I'm like, what the fuck
Oh,
do you mean by it looks like ET?
I did laugh
It
at a
was
guy's penis once because
no. What
he
happened?
had no, he had a genuine micro penis.
Like we're
Like we're
talking like
talking
an inch hard or an inch soft?
an inch hard.
Oh my god.
It just accidentally came out. I didn't mean to, but he was like kind of a Turkish guy and like stood like really proudly with his hands on his hips, like he thought it was massive. I just started
No.
laughing because of his posture. I couldn't help it. I didn't mean to. I got so mad at him.
Oh no, that's
One
He's like
horrible.
he's
one
like feast
inch,
your
half
eyes.
exactly half an inch
Oh,
hard, half an
oh
inch
That
my
hard,
is
god.
horrible.
fucking
Oh, it
smaller
sucks.
than a child's penis. My dick at 7 was bigger
Oh, you're like worrying. You're like, am I gonna be on like a watch list if I fuck this guy? Like,
than yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's like a child's penis.
Exactly.
It's like, oh boy. So what'd you do? What
I
happened?
didn't laugh intentionally, like I'm not a psycho, but the way he just stood with his hands on his hips, it was funny. I'm sorry with this tiny dick. Sorry.
It's the mental image. The mental image of that is what gets me. I'm just like imagining him
It's
like,
amazing.
all right, feast your eyes, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, nice,
Yeah.
dude. Hell
An
yeah.
Ecuadorian twink, just totally proud.
Oh no, they'd execute him for that down there in South America. They wouldn't let him live for having a small penis.
Is
There's
that
like
true?
rules about that.
Oh, first
I
of
don't know, bro.
all, no, shut
I don't
up.
know.
I
How the
thought you
fuck
meant
would
like
I know?
because he's gay.
No, well that too probably. Yeah, they're not very chill about that in certain parts of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It's like sometimes I do miss the how do I describe it? The
My bad. Hold on, real quick. Yeah, the
Okay.
3-year-old
Yeah.
just walked in. She wanted to
You're
podcast
good,
too.
man.
oh no.
You can enjoy it.
I'm playing.
Oh no. Not this one. Maybe another episode of this. I sometimes miss the spontaneity, I guess, and like the expectations of like Tinder hookups. But I'm also like pushing 30, so it'd be kind of sad if I started doing it again.
Absolutely.
Right? It'd be kind of just pathetic,
I
you
mean,
know.
You know, that's the
you
thing I've
get
come to
laid.
find.
Who cares? Just get pussy.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
dude. I have Mr. Magoo'd my way into it. It's been like a complete like fucking miracle that a woman, not only that a woman touches my penis, but that she lets me touch her in general. Like that is like God is just looking
Stop
out
it
for
with
me.
the self-hatred. Fucking, you
No,
have to
dude, I'm
stop it with the
serious.
self-hatred.
you get off on it. You like it.
I no, I
Yeah,
don't get
stop
off
it,
on
man.
it. Not no.
Jeremy,
There
Jeremy, I know that I called you a Chinaman the other day, but you're a great
you did.
guy. I didn't mean,
You
yeah,
did.
I did. I feel pretty bad.
Look,
Look, when I called you a Chinaman, I didn't mean it offensively. Okay.
I didn't mean it. I
here's
did
a
feel bad
test.
God,
about it.
Jeremy, you're a
hello.
disgusting, lazy,
Well,
good
Yes.
for
hold on
nothing.
now.
No, he's
Hey
getting
Yes.
now.
erect. I could hear
Yes.
it.
He loves it.
No,
When I gave him a
you go.
compliment, he ignores me. Like, I would compliment his music, he didn't respond to me.
I'm sorry, Sammy. It's
Oh,
just like
dude,
I'm not
I
used
No,
to
I
it.
don't care. I'm
get me
fine. I know
started.
why you don't respond because it makes you comfortable. You want the pain.
I don't know. It's not that I don't. It's not that I want the pain. I'm just like not used to compliments. It's just so fucking rare to me.
Oh,
It's an alien
shut up.
experience.
Shut
No, dude, I'm
up.
serious. I swear to God. I'm so used to people being like, dude, kill yourself. It's like, yeah, I know. Even at my job, I'm like, yeah.
Those
You
people in
like it.
Fresno are a bunch of fucking losers. A bunch of
I,
white
I
shoegaze
know.
losers. What a bunch
But
of
what did
pussies. Oh, fuck them up.
you said this thing? You're
God damn it. I hope
like
you
most
listen to
of
this.
Fresno would vehemently disagree, and I was like, well,
All
most of
right.
Fresno could suck my
Oh,
fucking
jeez.
dick. Like,
I
Exactly.
know I worded that very gaily. I'm sorry. It's very,
Jeremy, do those
very.
people like listen to your podcast like bully you still?
Oh God, I hope
no
not.
one
That's
listens to
genuine.
this podcast.
This is the first.
I'm just saying.
This is like the first episode. Technically, we did a test one, but this is probably gonna be the one that goes up.
I'm just saying. We know what happens when a Middle Eastern clashes with an American. If they fuck with you, those faggots, those fucking Fresno faggots, it makes me so angry. They all play
No, Sammy.
shoegaze. They all play
Damn.
shoegaze. They act like they're depressed. They probably take heroin on purpose just because they want to seem artistic. What a
I
bunch
do
of
know.
fucking
Oh
No, I know.
shit.
faggots.
Yeah,
What
I
a
Sammy,
actually know
bunch
make
of
two
more
people like
threats.
that.
faggots. I'll
Make
fuck
more
them
threats.
up.
They'll take it seriously from you.
I know a couple of guys who do that actually, which is really retarded. Like,
Tell them a
They do
plane's
have,
coming, Sammy. A
yeah,
vicious
there's a
plane.
storm. There's a
yeah,
storm coming, and that storm is an airplane,
a Boeing.
and it's piloted by a Middle Eastern man, so you should be afraid.
I'm coming here on a boat with my little cousin.
I'm
I'm
coming
coming
here
on
on
a
a
boat and
fishing
I'm
boat.
drowning halfway.
We're coming from the Persian Gulf, fuckface.
But
Let's
see, it
see
makes me
here.
really mad when you talk about these people. I get protective of Jeremy now. I barely know him. I
Thanks,
get
Sammy.
so mad when he talks about those. God,
Well,
fuck those
it's
people.
weird because like I don't know what I've done to most of these any of these people except for like that one time Eileen and I went to an open mic show. And there was this like indie band playing. I know, big surprise. And the singer was like trying to flirt with her, even though she was like her and I were like standing next to each other, holding hands like dorks. And he was like, right. He kept like doing that like guy thing where he's like, yeah, right. That's crazy. And then she's like, all right, well, my boyfriend and I, and he was like, huh? And I was like, hi, hello. And he's like, oh, that's crazy, and like walked off. And
Oh, what a douche.
in between the songs, she was just like, kill yourself, fucking kill yourself. I thought it was funny, but he must have heard because I got a really, really colorfully worded Instagram message from that
What
guy the
was that
next day.
about? Like, you told me about how
Jeremy,
after she did that, like, he
Yeah,
started
she got me
writing some
banned.
shit?
let's be
Yeah,
real,
well, like,
Jeremy. You went to
hello.
go beat it because a man was openly hitting on your girlfriend in front of you.
No, quite no. We're not like that. Although
Oh,
one
he didn't
time,
enjoy
not
it.
Oh,
You're right.
indie
no.
You're
singer that's
absolutely
not on the
right.
radio. Oh my god, he's perfect. Ugh.
Those people
No,
bullied him because they're nice to him. They know that he likes it, so they go out of their
I
way to
don't
be mean
like it.
to
All
him.
right. Here, let me name it before you guys start
They
thinking I'm
do it
some
out
kind
of
of like,
love. They're all his
no, I don't.
friends.
Well, one time, her and I were at the beach back home, and we were getting ice cream, right? And I'm in my really retarded Hawaiian shirt that has lobsters on it, and she's wearing the appropriate beachwear. Now, we all know she's a very well endowed woman, right? Catch my drift. Anyway, we're getting ice cream, And the guy gives her like 3 scoops, and he gives me just 1, and he only charged like me, and I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess. And I was like, what was that about? And she's like, you want some of mine? I'm like, no, it's okay.
You are getting cucked in every way but sexually. It's
No,
pretty.
he's getting fucked sexually.
I feel like it's almost
impressive.
worse. It's
It is
almost worse, I
literally
think.
impressive.
He gets down with his girlfriend.
Nah, dude, nah. She's perfect. I can't. She does no wrong. And the funny part is she doesn't go out of her way for the shit to happen. It just happens. Now she's usually way quicker to shut it down because that's just kind of how she is. And I'm usually
Yeah,
there
you're
to
busy
laugh.
fucking whacking it.
I'm not whacking it. There is no
But
whacking
you
going
do
on.
have.
You're trying to
what?
hide. You're trying to hide ET from home. From
Oh, it looks like ET. Shut up.
You
You're
know what the
trying.
thing is,
I
Jeremy?
can't help it. Yeah, what's
You have
up?
such a nice energy, so psychopaths feel comfortable attacking you.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
guess so.
Like they
It
know
was
you're
Jeremy.
like,
there.
You know what? You remind me of my girlfriend.
oh no. I've been told I
What do you
look,
mean?
I've been told I got feminine hips.
It's called bitch energy.
Oh no,
No,
I don't
don't
have
say
that. I'm
that.
too nice.
You're right, but don't say that.
Please explain. Please explain.
I don't know how you do it. Like half the stuff you say, it's like literally stuff that you don't have to fight people for, but it's stuff that you should definitely like speak the fuck up about and like straighten your spine and like
Yeah.
posture and be like, hey, don't call me a
Hey,
small
that was
dick
pretty Mexican.
chink, good for nothing,
You suddenly sounded
lazy
very Mexican
worker,
there.
Chinaman.
Hey.
Look, I might be retarded and I might have a small dick, but I am not lazy, okay? You pay your worth wisely, buddy. Look here, pal.
It's just funny.
I
It's
was
just
I was making myself laugh a couple of days ago about okay, so do you guys know what oinking is?
No.
no.
Okay. Sammy, you might actually. So oinking is
It
this
doesn't eat
term I
pork.
learned. And don't worry, it doesn't have to do with actual pork. So I found out from a friend of mine who frequents gay bars. He said that you know those bathrooms that have like just like a trough in the middle where you all pee in and there's like no there's no stalls or anything, like no
Oh, you
urinals.
drink
Just
it?
Oh no, I hate where this is going.
Oh,
yeah.
what's wrong?
So
Oh.
apparently it's called oinking because like when you go and like you know the music's playing in the background and like everyone's feeling it, somebody will like oink and like if you oink back, they'll like go up to you and like grab you by the thigh, and then that's like code for like let's go fuck. That's what oinking is.
Also,
Which
it's nothing
kicks
with the
out.
piss.
What's up?
So it's nothing about the piss. Like I thought
I
you
mean,
were
there
going
could.
that direction.
Oh no, I mean the piss might get involved later on. Who's to
Okay,
say?
no,
You know,
that's
I
not
don't.
bad.
I
It's a
thought it
bit
was gonna
silly.
be like it's the guy that comes in and like licks the piss or
Yeah,
slurps the
it
piss
sounded
out
like it when you said
from
No,
you
the
no,
fucking
described this.
pig bin.
Yeah,
no. It's just like a way to like to signal to the other guy like, hey, let's go. You know, oink oink, and like the oink, oink, and like that's how you signal each other.
yeah, that's fine. I
and
guess
then
that's
you
not
grab
nearly
his
as bad
thigh.
as I thought.
This is
That's how you
apparently it's
know
a real thing.
men. That's how you know men are disgusting because once gay men
Yeah,
are able to have sex with
The
other
hogs are
men
getting muddy.
and
it gets
Hogs are
at
bad
a
muddy.
so quickly.
urinal, there's a fucking name for it.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's called oinking. But
It gets so bad quickly.
I had a girlfriend back in Austin, and she told me that she had a friend that worked at the adult theater, and
oh my
that there
god,
was
there's this
one.
whole thing.
Well, yes, they still are a thing, but they're usually like gay hangouts or like gangbang or swinger hangouts.
Oh, oh my
That's what
god.
they're. So basically, that there was a guy that would pay them to go at the end of the day and lick all the dried and cum off, like or all the stank
No,
off the
no
floor,
fucking
and that was like
way.
100% his thing. And
Ugh,
yeah, he would pay
that's
the.
fucking
I mean,
disgusting.
honestly, that's a win-win for you. You get like pretty much like a half custodian that pays you.
Jesus. Okay, how about how about this? It's a detective and he solves mysteries by like so he only solves rape crimes, and whenever there's like a cum puddle, he like tastes it and then he could see like what happened at the crime scene.
Key and Peele kind of did that to him.
That's so Raven.
Is that yeah, it's like that's by the way, how come she didn't do shit? How come she didn't stop 9/11? If she could see into the future, she's full of shit.
I think it was
I'm
after 9/11. It's a
just
good
imagine
point.
like
Though.
That's how she found out about her powers. She's like just like playing ball or whatever, and then she just like has the little vision thing, and she sees the towers, and she's like, "Oh snap! Yup,
Raven?
that's me." You never saw that, So Raven? Oh man, it's this show where there was this like,
it was a Disney show where black teenager has quick visions of the future, and then
yeah,
hilarity ensues when she's trying to not make that happen, and then
yeah,
yeah,
because usually she got
That's
the
great.
visions like without context, so she'd be like, "I gotta stop that guy from getting his dick sucked by that donkey." So she like run across town, and they're like, "No, this is just a petting zoo," and she'd be like, "Oh snap, I was wrong," and that was like every fucking episode.
That's
yeah,
not
no,
nice.
it'd be because she had a white best friend. But I just thought about her. Imagine one of her visions, because it would do like this whole like edit of like a whirlpool, and then show her shocked face, and it zoom in on her
Yeah,
eye,
yeah,
and show like
yeah.
a quick scene of something that's gonna happen later. But it'd be funny if it just shows that, and it's like her friend Chelsea's pussy getting a dick rammed in it, and you just hear
Oh my
crying,
god.
and she's like, "Chelsea, don't go to the prom."
She's like, "Chelsea, you're gonna get raped." Oh snap!
It's exhausting.
That's so Raven. Oh my
So
god, it's so
bad.
evil.
It's so
And
bad.
then she sees like two other ones come into frame, and she's
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
the later vision. Oh no.
one of them's
No,
her
the
dad."
first vision is it's her friend Chelsea passed out, snoring and
Oh
shit. I wonder
no.
what that's about.
Oh. And
I
then
wonder
the
what
other
that's
vision, she sees like a door opening, and she's like, "Oh, this is getting pretty bad. I don't know about this. I don't know how
that's
I
pretty
feel
good.
about this gritty Law and Order SVU That's So Raven crossover. This is kind of fucked up." You guys
Dude,
ever
that's
see that episode?
awesome.
You guys ever see that episode where the black dude, he's all like, he's like, "I'm not gay. I have sex with women." Or no, he's like, "I have relationships with women and sex with men." And then Ice-T is like, "I got news flash for you.
Congratulations. Yeah.
You buy," and then there's a place like the dramatic music, and the guy's like, "Wait, what?" Man, that's
Yeah.
I used to watch SVU a lot when I was younger. Actually, I used to have a
SVU's
crush
crush on who, the main bitch.
when she was younger in the earlier seasons. She had this like very strong kind of thing going on, and I was like, "All right, I'm kind of feeling it."
Yeah, she
But
gets spit in my mouth.
she looks like shit now. Now I know the ravages of time do that to everybody, but she just looks rough. Like, oof, it's as bad.
Yeah.
I'm still laughing about the cum eating crime detective. Like they're like a crime scene. There's like 12 dead bodies, and they're like, "What do you got, Jones?" And he's like, "Oh, look at that." And he pulls like he like tilts the dead body's head over. He's like, "Yep, well, that looks like cum." And then he just like takes it, he like, tastes it, and they're like, "What do you got?" He's like, "Triple homicide. Guy had steak for lunch. Yeah, it's nasty. I think it was the coroner who did it."
And just conveniently discredit everything I've seen.
I'm still thinking about that. So raping.
That's so. Oh no!
Was
Oh
that
snap! That,
Oh snap.
that got me good. Just like, oh, she sees her friend
Dude,
passed out. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
you know what would be funny also if she sees like a mugshot picture, like as it's being snapped, and it's her brother, her little brother,
Oh, he's
and
in
she's like,
jail
"Oh
in real
no,
life. He's
no,
in jail right now.
you're
Yeah, her
thinking of
brother.
Orlando." Oh really?
No, yeah,
Corey?
Corey in the house. Yeah, Corey's in the big house, dude. They locked him up. He's like a pedophile or something.
Are you sure you're not thinking about Orlando Brown?
I know he had some trouble with the law too. His brain got fucked up, but
Yeah, Orlando Brown's like one of the original Diddy victims.
yeah, no, but Corey in the house, he's no victim. He's a predator. He like fucked a little kid or something.
Oh,
Look
good
it
for
up. He's
him.
a bad guy. Corey is in the big house now. So
I mean, look at their color, you
oh
know.
hey, hold on now. Hold on now. Corey in the house was a good show. I'll stand by it. All right.
You're full of
I don't
shit.
remember. I don't remember a single episode, but I remember thinking
Yeah,
like, this is it's pretty
Sammy.
good.
So, did you ever have Kim Possible over there or Disney Channel at all?
Yeah, but I didn't have any of those channels.
Ah,
I just watch
What were
reality TV.
what were your reality TV show favorites growing up?
I mean, I didn't like any of them, but like Fear Factor.
it was
I
that
literally just
Oh
Mickey
watch.
yeah.
Mouse propaganda cartoon where he has the AK
Oh
and he's
Huh?
shit.
talking about how to watch out for Jews,
They could be around
Yeah,
any corner. Okay.
or Wheel of Fortune where it's just I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting
A
at.
wheel of fun.
The
It's like
price
you
is
won, you
right.
gotta
There's
see a
Oh,
still child.
sunrise.
It's all child brides.
You got a
Price is right.
Toyota.
hold on now. You got something there with the Price is Right. It's like the Price is Right, but
It's child bride.
Jewish.
It's just
No,
they're displaying child.
it's just to get a
They
Jewish
do
guy
like
in
the
there. And
spinning wheel. They do the spinning wheel,
Oh,
but every price is a kid. It doesn't
no,
matter which one.
they gotta throw a goat in there somewhere. Come on, spice it
or
up a little bit.
deal
Or
or no deal.
like a
Actually,
Toyota
Jeopardy
pickup.
would be the best one.
I used to laugh about Meal or No Meal, and then they have
Oh
like
no.
What's
they have
that?
like starving Africans on there, and then like he's all like, oh okay, Abubakar, whatever's the fucking East African name, Wagwagwa. He's like, in
Oh, you
one
were gonna say it.
case,
That's
I
great,
was not
Jeremy.
gonna, I wasn't gonna say
You
it.
were gonna
He's like,
say it.
I can. That's fire.
He's like, in one case is a pallet of potatoes that will feed your village for a year, and the other one is a box of Trick cereal. Which one are we going with, Nabubakar? And he's like, I want to go with case number 4. And then it's just the box of cereal. And he's like, looks like your village ain't gonna eat. And he's like, I should have trusted my
And
gut.
he cries like they chopped off my son's hands for this.
They circumcised my daughter and raped my dog Valis. I come want the meal. Actually, one of my favorite experiences in life was meeting like an East African guy in real life, like in the
Oh
wild,
no.
not in the wild, like in the jungle, but like in the wild, like in general.
Jesus
I
in the
was
jump.
Lord have mercy, man.
God damn
I,
it, Jeremy.
I was in downtown back home, and I was like going for a walk. I was like out of class, and this dude, big smile, no joke, big smile on his face. He's like having a great day. I saw him across the street. He's like, "Excuse me, my friend, do you know where the Chinese restaurant is?" And I was feeling it. I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? It's right there on the corner by the transit center. You can't miss it." He's like, "Thank you so much, my friend. You have a blessed day." I'm like, "You too. You have a great day." That legit one of my favorite experiences ever. Because that dude was just having such a
That's
good fucking
nice.
day. I know. He
That's
was like,
nice.
he's just gonna get some crab rangoon. Now, part of me now, almost 10 years later, has to think, why did he ask me where the Chinese restaurant is? There's a lot of people on the street that day. He could have asked anybody.
Yeah,
You should
that's
have
what we
asked him
understood.
where the closest
That's what we
basketball
understood.
court was.
No, no, no. He was
What was
wearing like
that?
African. He said to ask where the closest basketball court was. No, that's fucked up because he wasn't wearing. He was wearing like African clothes. He had like the big like the Black Panther. You know what in Black Panther when they wear like the big like the robes and shit. Like he had
What a
that.
reference.
I could have went with so many other movies set in Africa. I choose the one. I
You know,
choose
like
the one with the.
Wakanda, the traditional Wakanda dress.
You know that country that's made up for for comic books? Yeah, Wakanda. I'm such a piece of shit. I'm going to hell.
No, that don't worry, that guy is too.
No, that dude. I hope that guy's living his best life. And now that I said that, I can get away with saying this. How come most African names sound like when you have too much peanut butter on the roof of your mouth?
Good one. Honestly,
That-
every African I met when I lived in Seattle, they were always biblical names like Peter.
Really? Like
Yeah, but then
Ezekiel.
it
A
would
lot
be
of them are
like,
Christian.
oh, my name's Peter Zumbaru.
Hey,
I was like, oh, there we go. There
my
it
name
is.
is my name is Ezekiel Zabumafu.
Yeah.
My name is Isaiah Hota Rwanda.
Nice.
Yo, that movie kicks ass. Have you seen it?
I am Joseph Don Cheadle. No, I haven't.
Wait,
But I read about it
speaking of
recently.
speaking of movies, have you guys seen that? It's called Vulgar. Have you guys seen Vulgar?
No.
No.
All right, so it's this movie. It's got the guy from Clerks, the one with the goatee. So basically, his whole thing is like he's a clown, like a party clown for children, and like he loves his job, like he loves entertaining kids, but he makes like no fucking money. So one day he's like, "Well, what if I do this thing where I show up as a male stripper for bachelorette parties, dressed as the clown, you know, and for bachelor parties. So these guys think that it's going to be like a hot lady, but it's me, and that's the joke. And then we bring the lady out, and his friend's like, "Oh, that's so fucking vulgar." He's like, "All right, I'll do that. I'll call myself vulgar." So on his first night out of trying this, he shows up at the hotel, and 3 rednecks like just drag him in there, and then they beat him up and rape him, and then they film it. They rape, and then like the next day he like goes home and he's like, and he's like losing his mind, and eventually like he ends up suicidal. So when he goes back to work to being a party clown, some like dude shows up and starts holding the party hostage. He's like, I want to see my daughter again. He has a gun. So the clown, the clown guy, he has like nothing to live for. He's like, fuck it, I'll just try to stop the guy, and if I die, whatever. He like storms in there, and he
Hell
somehow
yeah.
disarms he somehow disarms the guy, and everyone's like, oh my god, you're a fucking hero. And like he's like, oh, I am. And then somehow he gets like a daytime TV show, like a children's show, and he like he genuinely is like, this is what I wanted to do. He's like making kids happy. But one of the guys who raped him, he like calls him one day. He's like, I got a little videotape of that little not a
Oh,
passionate.
dude.
Yeah, he's like, he blackmails him. He's like, I got a little videotape that I edited of your rape to look like gay clown
This is
pornography.
the craziest movie.
It's real. It's on YouTube, by the way.
It's
We can
just
watch it. We might
it's an
watch it for
edit of
movie night this week.
Jeremy.
Oh, so it's like just a
No,
small
no,
budget
this movie
movie.
came out. Hey, hold on. This came out before I was born, you fucks. Anyway, and he's all like, we're gonna release our little gay clown pornography to the public, and everyone's gonna think you a sicko unless you pay me $500,000. And he's like, oh shit. So he ends up like showing up, and like somehow something fucks up, and the movie ends with him like killing the guys who raped him. I'm pretty sure one of them is the brother from My Name Is Earl, by the way. And somehow he gets away with it. Like it has like a relatively happy ending. But when I first saw the movie, I was like, oh, that's funny. He's like a clown, and he does like stripper stuff. Oh shit, they raped him, and it's fucked up, and it is merciless. But it's
It'd
a
be
good
funny
movie other than that.
as they're thrusting and they're hitting his prostate. It's like Judy, 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 like the clown. And then when the guy comes, it's the party horn.
Oh no, that would be that'd be kind of fucked up. They're like honking his nose
Judy,
while it's
When,
a
when,
sound.
when they're done raping, he does like a sad face.
Oh,
Like a
the clown
sarcastic sad
makeup is
face.
the sad face now. The sad clown makeup.
Yeah, take his big shoes off before you fucking rape him. Get them big shoes off of him.
They get in the
Oh
way.
man,
You know, I did always have like
Jesus
this funny
Christ.
mental image of a clown overdosing, and when they're pumping the stomach, it's one of those endless rags that they pull out of their mouth, and it just never stops.
We're losing them. We're losing them. I love clowns. I think they're great. I've never met a clown in real life. But I'm sure
I have a pretty good clown story.
what do you got? What happened?
So I was one of the guys that raped that clown. No, I'm playing. First off, one quick story. You guys know Duster, right? People do aerosol cans.
Yeah, like computer cleaner.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was an asshole in high school, and this girl was all drunk, and she's like, "Oh my god, I want to try that." And he had an air horn in his truck.
Oh,
And he made her pee
Oh.
herself.
He made her what?
Pretty great.
made her piss
She
her
just
pants.
got so startled.
Jeez. You
But,
could seriously
anyway.
give someone like tonight.
That's actually That's a harmless one. I felt like that could have gotten a lot darker.
Well, no, if you got to think about the ego of women and their fragility. Like she peed herself at a party in front of everyone and just started crying.
Okay,
Speaking
now I feel bad.
Speaking of pee at a party, you know how
Oh,
people
hell
like they play beer pong?
Yeah.
So my friends, they finished their beers at a party.
Oh God.
And they needed to piss, so they all pissed into their beer cans, right?
Oh
And they like
no.
put them away somewhere. And this girl that we all kind of hated, I don't even remember why, we just kind of hated her. She wanted to play beer pong. She's like, this is my fucking night. I want to fucking get drunk and have a fucking. Like, you know, she had that energy. She picks up those beer cans and not realizing they're full of piss. And she played.
Oh no.
Dude, oh yeah.
She played beer pong with her piss, not realizing it.
Jesus.
I have a
So
similar
happy.
story. So when
What
I lived in
happened? What
Austin, I lived in like a rich kid yuppie house, and they would drink every night, like fancy stuff. But we had a fly problem, so they got a wine glass. They filled it with like rosé wine, and yeah, it would accumulate flies. So it became a thing that we would actually do. Well, one night, yeah, they have a huge party, and one of my friends realizes that the fly glass is gone, and they're like, "Who the fuck took it? Someone might actually be." And sure enough, they find the girl like in conversation, and nobody realizes looking at her glass that she's already drank it all the way, and there's like 20
Jesus.
dead flies just
Jesus
there.
fucking Christ.
And everyone was like, "Who's gonna tell her?" And yeah, she
Oh my
had another. It was another case of a girl having a breakdown and throwing up and crying in front of everyone.
Oh no. I
Yeah.
know a lady.
Oh, that
I knew a
reminds me of
woman.
another story in that house. My bad. Go
Yeah,
on,
go
go.
ahead.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. This good. What do you got? This one's like embarrassing. What do you got?
This one's not really, but well, it's kind of look. So, like I said, that was kind of a party house, and the owner of the house would always travel. He was a food photographer, yada yada. And the cocaine guy of the house was like, "I'm gonna have a party, yada yada." And long story short, there was this gothic girl who met a guy for the first time for their Tinder date, and he was
Oh
there.
no.
No one knew who he was. I go to bed because I have work in the morning. I wake up in the middle of the night, and this guy's crawling on my bed over me. And I'm
The
like
fuck?
literally thinking he's drunk and he just doesn't know where he's at. And he just sees a bed and he's gonna lay down in it. So I wake the fuck up. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is like going on? Like, you need somewhere to stay. There's a futon in the sofa. And he's like kind of like embarrassed, like laughing, like, oh, like I'm so sorry, man. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I'm trying to fuck you. And I
Whoa,
literally
whoa.
fucking the fuck out of the
Wait.
bed, fucking pushing against the wall. I'm like, what? And I start fucking him. No, I'm fine. I just get so fucking pissed. I'm like, what the fuck's your problem? I kicked him out, and yeah, it was crazy. And I
What?
had to tell
Jesus.
my friend.
Dude,
I
I
was like,
didn't know
hey,
what I
you're
thought it was. I
yeah,
thought
it's like
he
your
thought
date. Like you turned down pussy, and he tried getting at me, and she
he
was
didn't
super
just try to get
apologetic.
at you. He tried to rape you.
Yeah, no, and it was funny because when I retold the story, my brother was there, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm glad I stopped him before he could do anything." And then my brother was like, "How do you know he wasn't already done?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh
No,
no. We need the cum detective. We need the cum detective to get in there and check the sheets. He'll get
Yeah,
to the bottom of this. Oh, that's
oh,
Austin was
wonderful.
pretty great.
I thought of a funny story. You know how earlier we talked about like Jeremy's awful jokes? I
Oh,
I love
Jeremy's
remember.
what?
No, just like when Jeremy did his jokes about like juice and that type of stuff. I
Oh, okay,
remembered
okay.
a really fucking bad joke that my granduncle did. We're talking like a 7-year-old guy. So we're in Bahrain, like a really conservative country. Somehow it's me and my uncles and him, and we start getting into a conversation about like prostitutes. No. What happened was everyone was joking about my uncle who's really fat, right? Everyone calls him like double, like right because it's like a double burger. And
Yeah.
so my grand uncle, he tries to like get in with a really good joke, and he goes, "I'll tell you what a real double is." And then he tells a story about how he was fucking a prostitute, and suddenly a black guy comes into the room, and she goes,
Wait, what?
"He's gonna fuck you while you fuck me." And then my
Oh,
grand
what the
uncle, and then my grand uncle goes, "Oh, that's what I call a double." And this just pure spineless.
my
What
god.
the fuck?
Yeah, what the
People
hell?
are so fucking hard in such a conservative country, since you can't really talk about these things.
Yeah, that's
It,
a death on the
it
spot.
it just comes out of nowhere, and everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, I'm joking, laugh, laugh," and everyone's like, "I
He's like
can't
nervous to
joke so
laugh.
much."
Please,
He's like,
please,
you
my life depends on laughing.
guys have all been there, right? You know, sometimes a black guy wants to fuck you. Oh man. All right, Sammy, pretend you're straight for this hypothetical. Um, let's see here. You're
Got
with a
him.
woman. You're about to get intimate, and she says, "We're gonna do this, but I want to bring another person in." And you're like, "Oh shit, threesome, let's go." It's another man. Do you do a DP?
Who is the girl?
Uh,
No.
it's
Is it some of
Christina
your love?
Hendricks. It's
But like,
Christina
why would you
Hendricks
want to
again.
do
It's
that?
it's that actress that we sent in that one time in the group chat, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, those aren't real." It's a beautiful woman, but it's a
Why?
DP. I don't know. I'm just a hypothetical. I'm asking a
So
question. Do
it's
you
not
do it?
hypothetical. You're asking if we want to do a DP.
Look,
Would you?
as
If
someone
would you?
who's gang raped before, no.
You mean
No, I'm,
casual? You mean casual sex?
you mean yes, casual
You mean
sex.
casual sex? Yeah.
Casual group sex, aka
Yeah.
you cover her mouth, I take the
Yes.
pants.
Yeah. I get the
Very good.
wrist. You get the yeah. You know, casual sex.
Very
You
good.
know, hook up culture. We hook her up to a car
Yeah.
battery, and every time she screams, you shock her. You know, no
Hook
casual
up
sex.
culture. That's fucking that's horrible.
I wouldn't do it personally. I'm not about that life.
I also wouldn't do gang rape,
No.
Jeremy. I agree
No.
with you.
I'm in
I
the
think it's
DP for
bad.
sure. Yeah.
No,
No,
but
I would you,
honestly, gang rape is bad.
I
yeah,
don't.
it's like keep it to yourself.
Right?
Just
Yeah, if you do it,
Yeah.
like, don't like talk about it and like brag about it. It's
What?
Distasteful.
I don't know.
Hey guys, remember that
What? I'm
grape
just
we did? Oh
saying.
yeah, good
He's like,
time.
if
just
you
Good
saying.
do it,
time.
keep it. It's almost like you're talking about like some kind of like getting pegged or something. It's like if you're into it, just keep it to yourself.
I'm just trying
I
to
don't
like
think
stimulate the
that's.
discussion.
I don't think I could do that. I could because I know we joke often that Eileen pegs me. I couldn't. I'm good. Nah.
Has she suggested pegging?
Surprisingly, no. Actually, all things considered, we're
What?
It's
very
like, no, it
tenured.
was always me who brought it up.
Yeah, I keep like begging
She
her. I'm like,
rejects
come
it.
on. I'm like begging
What's
her
the
like a kid. I'm like,
wildest? What's the wildest thing she wanted to do that you weren't about it?
oh man. All right. Since we're coming up on an hour, I think that's a good. This is a good segment to end on, if unless we have any more stories. So
Mm.
one time, her and I were 69ing, and she's like, "You want to see something cool?" And I was like, "Okay." And she like, if she listened to this one, I don't think she'll get mad. Anyway, she spreads her ass like all the way open, and like I was able to like kind of see it. And for some reason, I like put two fingers in there, and she clenched really hard, and my hand got stuck, and I was like, "Oh my god, you go!" And she just started laughing. She thought it was really funny. Other than that, we're pretty normal, I'd say.
She bullies you. She bullies you
A
sexually.
good old Chinese finger trap.
Does this one come with a fortune cookie? And then
Dude,
she was like, "You're not gonna." She accused me of sniffing my fingers after, which I did not do, by the way.
I would have.
I was thinking about it. I was heavily considering it, but she
Um,
you know what? It's the things we do for love, for the people
yeah,
we're with.
I had this back to. I know you had said would I ever do DP. I was put
Here we
in
go.
one
Here we go.
scenario for me and my friend. Look, I'm just gonna put it this way. It's really not. I am not comfortable. I don't even talk about sex with my friends or anything like that. But definitely, like having sex in the same room while he was with a girl, I was with a girl, was not. It was very awkward. But my favorite thing in the morning was like, yeah, that was the day he lost his virginity too. But he was
Oh
like, man,
shit!
like he's like, I did not like that. I regret it. And then he looked at me. He was like, man, dude. And I look over to my right, and you're just there pounding away. You look like a fucking spider monkey, butt ass.
Spider monkey. He's like, I'm getting jealous. I'm trying to copy your moves. I can't do it, man. I don't got that kind of thrust. I can't thrust like that.
It's pretty
Oh, he
funny.
felt like kind of outmatched. Like he didn't do as well as you.
No, it was just more like I think his first time literally like having to see my ass go back and forth. He's like, you just look like a fucking spider monkey.
He's like, and I didn't know what to feel. I got a little confused, man. I started licking my lips. I don't know what was going on.
The best part was the girl he got with was like not that attractive, and she took a shit and she clogged the toilet and then tried covering it up with bleach. So
What
when
the
we went to
fuck?
go unclog the toilet, it just smelled like bleach. I felt so bad for her. He's
Oh
still
my
smashed though. He's still smashed.
The spider monkey thing's
Oh,
I look over, you're fucking like the spider monkey from Spy Kids 2. How the fuck do I compete with that, man? I don't got that in me.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I let's see. We're a little over an hour. Has anybody got any more notes? Anything else to add?
Nah. I feel like my brain wasn't ready for this one. I have a million stories,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I
We
have a
might
lot
add
of
another one.
stories. We'll go for the
I'll be
next one.
primed for the next time if I'm invited
Yeah.
again. But it's been
Oh
cool.
no. Yeah, no, you guys are. I think Ted said he wants to do Friday. That's tomorrow. I think if you
Ted is
guys are
going
up to
to
it.
babble his fucking ass off.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's a Ted
Yeah.
How was
Williams.
it? How was it when you
It
did the podcast with him?
it was good, but at one point he was like, "I gotta go. I'm gonna do my Ted impression." All right, all right, I
Yeah,
gotta go take a piss. I'm gonna have my guest take over, and like he had his like friend who was staying
Xavier.
over, like just hop on, and he was
Xavier.
like, "Oh hey," I think so. I don't know
Oh,
what his
dude,
name was. Him
Xavier is a fucking evil meth head. He's a
is
fucking
he?
evil meth head. I hate him so
Oh,
much. He
holy
sounds
shit!
like an evil leprechaun, and he just does meth in Ted's house, and then Ted gets mad with me. Like Ted doesn't know how to deal with him, so he lets the anger out on me because his
Oh,
friend
Sammy,
keeps
no.
doing meth in his house.
Oh,
I fucking hate that
oh
guy.
no. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I
I didn't
call
know
him an
that. I'm
evil
sorry.
meth head. He called
Who
me, and
the fuck?
I just roasted him. I told him you're fucking disgusting, man. I didn't let him get a word in. I hate that guy.